On April 30th, 1946, 8 months after the war with Japan ended, almost 200 POWs walked out of the gates of Camp 101 in Angler, Ontario. When camp leader Tokikazu Tanaka reached the gates, 2 veteran guards snapped to attention and crisply saluted him. In return, Tanaka bowed deeply. Most of the men had spent more than 4 years here. None had ever been charged with, nor convicted, of any crime. And yet, the injustice wasn't over. While they were detained in Angler, their houses, businesses, and personal property had all been confiscated by the Canadian government and sold for next to nothing. Not only was everything they owned taken from them, but they were unwelcome and not permitted to return to British Columbia. All Japanese Canadians, including the POWs, were given an ultimatum from the Canadian government to be deported to Japan or start over east of the Rockies. The majority of the POWs chose to remain in Canada, move to communities that didn't want them, work in low-paying jobs, and start over from nothing. Robert Okazaki could barely put into words what he felt the day they were released from Angler.
How can one even try to say goodbye to 4 years of loyal friendships and brotherhood, 4 years of sharing the pain of isolation, and 4 years of being hungry all the time? And for those 4 years and 5 days of having our lives stolen from us, the government issued each of us a train ticket and $11.
102 of the POWs, like 64-year-old Kanekichi Ikuta, his wife Shizuyo and their 5 children, were deported to war-ravaged Japan between May 31st and December 24th, 1946, with 4,000 other Japanese Canadians. Although both he and his wife Kizue were Canadian-born, POW and former Vancouver Asahi first baseman Roy Nishidera chose deportation for his family as a matter of principle. Starting in 1943 and continuing for the next 23 years, Roy demanded reparation from the Canadian government for taking his home and his property. He said that his home was the fruit of his long years of hard work and was the greatest happiness a man can possess. 127 POWs rejected either of the government's options, relocation east or deportation to Japan, and refused to leave Angler. 2 months later, they were shipped to a relocation center in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. The POWs included 64-year-old Hirokichi Isumura, who fought for Canada and was injured in World War I. As the spokesperson for the POWs, Isumura told the government officials, "You have taken my work away, confiscated my home, my belongings, and sold them without my consent. You forcibly evacuated and split apart my family. Where could I return to?